Hi muckers! Hi muckers and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it is currently it's actually 4:20 right now. It is literally 4:20 and I have been in bed watching movies. I watched Monsters Inc. and then watched The Greatest Showman. I've been having a fabulous night. And I was about to head off to bed. You know, very tired, done the skincare routine, bish, bash, bosh. And then I get a bunch of notifications on all my different social media platforms that Katie Joy, who is Without a Crystal Ball, is being sued again. And that was enough to perk me from my slumber, throw on some mishmash clothes, and give you a video on this. And now, I'm also selfishly doing this video because I am going to find out this information alongside you at the same time. I'm just very excited to hear what's happening here because Katie Joy, Without a Crystal Ball, for a little bit of context, is a drama channel. She likes to class herself as a journalist sometimes, but she's a drama channel. And she has had legal battle after legal battles. She also hates me. She has literally talked shit about me to like my friends within the space and then be like, but don't tell him. Babe. I love her. I think she's iconic though. I think there's something about her that's so unhinged and I love it, you know what I mean? But Katie Joy has faced many legal struggles, battles, within her time on YouTube, and one of the most famous ones was with Tati Westbrook. Who remembers that lawsuit? If you are a fan of Emily D. Baker, who is a great commentary channel, you will be very aware of the Tati Westbrook lawsuit. It was Tati Westbrook suing Without a Crystal for defamation. And defamation is a really hard one to prove in the legal courts. So it kind of just was settled. Like, I always say that Tati lost it, but like anytime I say that, people, again, I don't really understand court, but like everyone's like, no, Tati settled and Without a Crystal Ball had to do like X, Y, and Z, you know, for it to end. So with this time, it's super interesting because from my knowledge thus far, I watched this woman's channel called Charlotte on the Web, I think was her channel name, and she was doing live streams about this, and I watched the first, I think like 15 minutes or something like that, and then that's whenever I pulled myself up to film this video because she was starting to go through the Instagram posts of Katie Joy. So I'm just gonna go back and forth calling her Katie Joy and Without a Crystal, just for funsies. And she was starting to go through the Instagram post, and that's where I stopped it. I thought her live stream was great, but I stopped it there because I was like, right, I can go through these on my own with the muckers and have my own opinion, and we can talk about it. So that's what we're gonna do. But from what I've heard, this is possibly a defamation lawsuit again, and from watching this woman's video, so Charlotte on the Web, I took this little note. So it basically was that apparently Katie Joy in a live stream had said that, Robert, you won't sue me. So whoever the fuck Robert is, but Robert, you won't sue me. Which is the exact same thing, so then they sued her. Which is the exact same thing Katie Joy said to Tati Westbrook, like, and James was like her husband, I think, is that what his name is? Like, they'll never sue me, like, I'm just saying what's out there, and then she always gets sued after that. Okay, so let's go to the Instagram post and really learn about this lawsuit and what's going on. But I've been waiting to tell you for the past fucking 4 minutes, but I didn't want to like derail from my tangent. I'm wearing these, which are really awful quality, like one of the worst quality ever, by the way. New York City pajama bottoms. So if you've ever been to like a big city, they always have, you know, those really bad touristy shops. That's exactly where I bought these from. I'm pretty sure they were $40, so not worth the money. However, they really are just silly, you know what I mean? Silly and camp, and I really love it, and I'm so glad that I bought them, and I will for sure be trying to make these like a staple piece in summer, like wearing these out with like a white shirt or something. Like, I think it would be really silly. Anyway, so the people who are apparently against her are called 7M. I've never heard of these people, so I googled and I said, who the fuck is 7M? So I assume this is the correct one because any post that Katie Joy has about 7M, who are apparently the ones suing her, she always has like Jesus crosses in them and stuff. So this one says 7M are like an evangelical, something to do with Christianity, right? So I think she's being sued by like the Jesus lovers or something like that. It says that they are TikTok cult ? This is just what a YouTube video says. 7M Films case analysis. So, I mean, they seem to be the controversial bunch, which makes sense if Katie Joy is talking about them. She does love that. So, on her Instagram, she has a shitload of posts about this already, and the lawsuit has apparently just started. So, she always does this whenever she has a fucking lawsuit. She, like, ruins her case by going on social media. So, she first posted this picture, which is of a legal document. And it basically says the following. Plaintiffs who are 7M Films and Robert Shin. So they're the people that are suing, and then they are suing Catherine Paulson, aka Katie Joy, and Without a Crystal Ball LLC. So she's literally being sued. Like, this is not a joke. And then it says, the state of Minnesota to the above named defendant. Number 1, you are being sued. The plaintiff has, I'm just going to read it from here. The plaintiff has started a lawsuit against you. The plaintiff's complaint against you is attached to the summons. Do not throw these papers away. They are official papers that affect your rights. How many lawsuits has she gotten, Jesus? You must respond to this lawsuit even though it may not be filed with the court and there may be no court file number attached to it. So basically, either way, we want your response. And then it says, number 2, you must reply within 21 days to protect your rights. You must give this mail signed a response that is written, and we will move from there. So, Katie Joy posted this picture, which from watching Charlotte on the Web's video, her live stream, she said that she wasn't even allowed to post this yet, which is a big factor that she's getting in so much trouble. She wasn't allowed to post these, like, basically court summon rather than lawsuit picture, and she's just ruined it all by oversharing about a lawsuit that is just starting, and she's gonna piss the court off because if one thing, they hate things that are public. So Katie Joy said, let's go. Discovery is about to get real. This is not filed in court yet. They have done pocket service which avoids the courts in Minnesota. We will vigorously defend the claims and we will file countersuits against them for their pages smearing me. How ironic, Katie Joy is saying someone is smearing her. They will not stop my coverage of the situation. They are using Lydia's lawsuit against them as defamation made by me. So, who could guess? Katie Joy is being sued for defamation. Lydia also spoke to multiple news outlets. Additionally, they are using statements made by former members as comments that I made. Please email me with any screenshot that you have that will go against what they... So she is literally asking her fans... I guess, I wonder what she calls them, little Katie Joy-nators, to help her in this lawsuit. So then she posted something and says, exposing 7M and cultsy yuck are not me. No clue who they belong to, but I'm not being held liable for accounts that aren't mine. I would have thought they would have known better than to go for accounts that aren't me. I don't post to TikTok, so it's irrelevant. The second Twitter account I do not use. So she has... included this screenshot that's quite interesting, and it says, defending Katie Joy runs and uses many different social media platforms, including but not limited to Without a Crystal Ball on Instagram, this account on Instagram, which she says isn't hers, another Instagram account, which is exposing 7M, so they're basically saying and accusing Katie Joy of creating, like, hate accounts for them, Without a Crystal Ball YouTube, Without a Crystal Ball Facebook, Without a Crystal Ball Twitter, Without a Crystal Ball Twitter, and Without a Crystal Ball TikTok. Now, Katie Joy, I would hope that these social media platforms are not all yours, because it is insanely sad that you have, like, allegedly, like, 4 fucking different Twitters. Like, you're a mother, no shade to mothers, but, like, I know you have better things to be spending your time doing. So then she said, I have no idea what this is about, but to be clear, I have not been deposed... Is that how you say that? Deposed? D-E-P-O-S-E-D. It's too late. It's 4:28. By Todd Chrisley. I have not deposed Todd Chrisley. The lawsuit is waiting to be ruled by a judge on our motion to dismiss. Todd had his criminal trial set for May. At this point, his lawsuit is not going to happen because I believe his criminal case is resolved. So then she included this picture that says, no depositions at all. And it's a comment that says, I have been hearing bits and pieces that 7M is putting evidence together against you, but I haven't seen any proof yet. But info of the Zoom deposition meeting with Todd Chrisley has been posted since it's a public record. I am sure with TC's lawsuit and maybe 7M, you will have your discovery ready and it'll probably go nowhere since you don't need to report on anything that you don't have concrete proof of. I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. Which is so ironic because people told fucking Katie Joy whenever she was being sued by Taddy not to worry about it, and I'm sure she lost so much fucking money in it. So then, Katie Joy is just going on Instagram right now. I don't feel the need to go through every single one because we'll be here for so long. Like, look how long these captions are. But she's basically posting, like, posts and saying that Kelly and Dean are to blame for this, not me. So, again, there's just so much going on here. And then she has, according to 7M, admitted unofficial account, I'm the devil and my husband is satanic. And I'm also being sued. So, these are just, like, not making sense to me at all. So then she goes on to say that I am being called the Blair Witch Project in this one. Then they are tagging liberal accounts that stalk and harass me. I cannot. These people are suing me. So basically, she is calling out 7M and anyone associated with that with being extremely unprofessional and like lying on her name. So she is saying that she wants the motion to dismiss because they're being unprofessional. And it's just so ironic that Katie Joy will try to do a motion to dismiss with someone. I'm like, that's ballsy, okay? And she's saying that someone else is wasting their time? That is ballsy. So, she's posted the following. This is her final one. Like, amid many other, like, trying to expose accounts for not being her. She did this one 50 minutes ago. Despite records that Todd Chrisley's criminal case was dismissed, it was 100% false. Todd Chrisley's criminal trial is scheduled for May 16th. Today in court, they basically said this and then goes on. So it's just really interesting to me because Katie Joy is now posting the follow-ups of the trial in which she is now being sued for originally talking about, from my understanding. So she's taking this approach yet again of so with Taddy Westbrook, I'm being sued by Taddy Westbrook, so all I'm gonna do is talk about Taddy Westbrook. Like, it's almost like a big fuck you, like, you're not gonna silence me, you're not gonna stop me. But let's see how that worked out in the Taddy Westbrook case. And I would love for someone to properly, like, explain to me who these people are, why is she being sued, whose side are we on? All I know is that if someone is suing Katie Joy for defamation, I'm probably on the side of someone who's suing her because that woman will go to extreme lengths to literally be seen as a journalist, but an investigative, and also to be the first person to make a video on something. And again, you know, within the drama space, it's very, you know, respected to be one of the first to put a video out on certain topics. But if you look at the people who are at the top of the drama community or top of commentary, they don't get a video up on a situation immediately as it happens. They don't need to, because good videos, you know, and good opinions and stuff, they don't need to be rushed. And I think just whenever you're doing it long enough, you realize that that's really not important, and making videos that you genuinely care for when you're sitting down talking is more important. But obviously Katie Joy has not reached that part in her life yet, nor do I think she ever will. If this is the attitude she continues to have. But for all the Katie Joy-nators out there, I would appreciate a more in-depth discussion about this below so that I can make a follow-up video fully grasping it. But from what I know, with all due respect, the Charlotte on the Web, she had an amazing live stream, but because I didn't know the information thus far, I was a bit behind. Her live stream was great though. She's really engaging with her audience. I would really recommend. And I know Emily D. Baker's going to talk about this soon as well, which I'm very excited for. But there's just like a lot of names of people that I don't know. And I don't know Katie Joy that well. But again, I can't believe that allegedly she's being sued for defamation again. I feel like the Taddy thing was only settled a good few months ago. It's like, if you're constantly in this, maybe take a step back and be like, am I the drama? Because you probably are. So, muckers, let me know your opinion on that. Predictable. I love you and I'll see you in my next one. Cheers. Hanging out with you in my bedroom has been like actually like really chill today. I've liked it. Anyway, time for bed.